darling? Hi guys, so today's video is again a little bit different than the usual gardening videos, but because we're kind of getting into the autumn season, there is a lot less to do in the garden at the moment. But I'm going to be showing you today a bunch of things that I have found recently whilst I've been shopping. So I've got a bunch of things that I have thrifted from the charity shops, some old antiques, and also a couple of bits from Dunelm as well. The vibe that I have for my house is very much kind of vintage cottagecore vibe. Have a lot of dark furniture, so a lot of these things are kind of going to fit in with that theme, but I am obsessed with everything that I've gotten and I'm very, very excited to show you everything. So my mum is literally the queen of charity shops and finding things on Facebook Marketplace. She is amazing at it, and I feel like she is going to be so proud of me when she watches this video because we've got some good finds today. So I'm going to start off with everything that I thrifted at the weekend. So first up, I got these two gold photo frames. I think these were £1 each, so very good steal for these. But I have a photo wall in my living room and I'll insert some footage of it now. It's up there, which is why I'm pointing up there. Goal is to fill the photo wall. I currently have 3 photos up there, all in gold frames. They're actually pictures and paintings rather than photos, which I quite like. I often find artwork in the charity shops or in a vintage shop somewhere that someone has obviously painted or drawn a really long time ago, that I really like, but the frame is just not cute. So at least I have some spare for when I find those artworks, I can then reframe them. Then next up, I got this adorable little basket, and I got this because I have quite a few harvest baskets. However, I don't have a small one for things like berries and stuff like that. And I thought that I could also use this for when I am seed starting, so I can put the seeds that I want in here and then take them outside and plant them. But this was £8, I think. This was from a vintage shop, so it was a little bit more expensive than it would have been in the charity shop, but it is very, very cute and I'm just obsessed with this. It's definitely giving cottagecore vibes. So next up we have this gorgeous cabinet. Now this used to be like a tobacco or cigar cabinet, but I have been wanting to find a wooden cabinet so that I can use it to store my seeds in for a couple of months now. They had 2 of these. One was a lot more expensive than this one. It was £60, I think it was. This one set me back £22 because it's got a like broken hinge. However, it still works, so I'm like, it's fine. It doesn't really matter that it's broken and I can fix it eventually. But this very much fits the vibe of the living room, and it's just somewhere cute that I can keep my seeds because they are a hot mess right now. They're literally just shoved in a bag somewhere because they're not organised, and I just wanted somewhere that was like nice for my seeds. I don't know, I just thought it was cute, and this basket literally fits perfectly on the top. Are you kidding? I'm obviously not going to keep it there, but I was thinking that I could, because there's a little shelf on the top as well, I thought that I could get some really cute little small jars, maybe spice jars, to put the seeds in or something, and I can have the seeds on top and then obviously inside as well. The 2 drawers in here, which are super cute, and they're quite big actually. That one's got a cobweb in. But yeah, very spacious, so lots of room for the seeds. I do need to figure out how exactly I'm gonna organise them in here, but we'll leave that for a future video. It's not today's problem. But yeah, very, very excited about this. I think this is probably my favourite find of the weekend. Then next up, I got this gorgeous little mug. This is ceramic. This was £1, and I thought because it's not ceramic. That's not what I mean. It's not. It's like metal. I mean enamel. I mean enamel, not ceramic. So yeah, I got this gorgeous little mug, and this was £1. So I was originally thinking I was going to use it as a mug. It's metal, and the cats are fighting. It's enamel, so I was going to use it for, I don't know, days out, picnics, etc, etc. But then I thought, how cute would this be to hold my plant labels in, like out in the greenhouse or something, because it was only £1 and it's enamel, so it's going to not rust, I don't think, fingers crossed. So I think that would be very, very cute outside. So I may do that, I may not, but that's my current thought process. Then in the same shop that I got the cabinet, I also found this cute little cat. It's a brass cat, and I just couldn't leave it there. You'll see it's gone a bit green at the bottom, but my dad said that he will clean it for me. I'm just obsessed with this. It's very heavy, so I think it's maybe like a paperweight or something, but it's just gorgeous. Tell me why I'm now a crazy cat lady. I've had the cats for a year, and if you'd have said to me 2 years ago you're going to be a crazy cat lady, I literally would have laughed in your face. However, now I am a crazy cat lady and more. It's actually insane. If I see something with a cat on it, it's coming home with me immediately. Yes. I couldn't leave her. She's literally adorable. So yeah, love her. She will live in the living room, I think, somewhere, but just gorgeous. I'm obsessed. Then I also got this letter opener as well. So this was only £1. Oh, I forgot to say the cat was £3, and this was £1. But very cute. My dad used to have one like this. I think he still got it actually, but when we were younger we had one with a gold handle and a silver blade. It's not really a blade because it's not sharp. But yeah, very, very cute, and it was only £1, and it would go very cute in the bureau, I think, somewhere. I don't know where it's going to live, but it can stay in there for now. Then I picked up this gorgeous little egg tray. I'm actually obsessed. So I have got this. It was quite expensive actually. It was £29, but it is really cute, and the little insert comes out as well. So if I had more than 12 eggs, you can obviously fit more in here. I just thought that this was so cute. Absolutely obsessed with it. And I just thought, for when I get my chickens in the garden, being able to come in and put my eggs in this from my chickens. It's so cute. I'm actually obsessed. But yeah, a bit of a more expensive find that probably wasn't very necessary. But I couldn't leave it. It was just adorable. Honestly, cannot wait to get these chickens. I'm like already redoing the garden, so there'll be a separate video on me redoing the garden to make way for the chickens. But very, very excited with this. Then from the charity shop, I picked up this mirror. You're going to be able to see yourself, but it's gorgeous. I have one very similar to this on like going up my stairway, and I just thought I couldn't leave it when I've got one that's very, very similar. I did actually see another one in a charity shop as well, which was a lot bigger than this one, but more similar to the one that I've already got. But when I'm telling you, it was literally like basically the same. I was like, I don't really need two mirrors that are exactly the same. But then I was like, oh, but then I could have two in one room, but I just don't think I need that. So I'm trying to talk myself out of going back and getting it, if it's still there. But yeah, this is just gorgeous, and you can see around the edges it's very pastel colour. But this ties in very nicely with the vibe that I want to have in the spare bedroom. So I'm going for kind of pastel yellow, orange, pink kind of vibe. And then I've got blue walls. Well, I've got one of the walls in the spare room is blue. Then finally in the charity shops, I found some old pillowcases that I'm going to use for fabrics. So there was just one of these, unfortunately, but I've washed them, so excuse that they're a bit creased. But this is just a pink and white gingham fabric. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to make with these yet, but they were just so cute and I couldn't leave them. I can sew, but I have a sewing machine downstairs that is my mum's, and I really want to try and learn to do some more sewing and make some little Christmas gifts or something. So that's what this is for. And then I also, I love these. I got 2 of these pillowcases. They also had a duvet of this same fabric, but I was like, I'm not gonna need a whole duvet as well as 2 pillowcases worth of fabric, because I don't envision myself like making anything big, you know. It's gonna be smaller things, like I don't even know, but nothing big anyway. So I got 2 of these and I'm just obsessed with the little frills around the edge. So yes, I got 2 of these, so very excited about what I can make with these. If you are into sewing and have any good ideas of what I can make with these fabrics, please let me know in the comments below. I was thinking I could make some cute little bunting flags or something like that with these once I get some other fabrics that are in a similar pattern as well. Hello. But yeah, very excited to start doing some sewing and crafting. My friend is also going to teach me how to knit, which is going to be so cute. I cannot wait to start knitting, and I think the first goal is going to be a scarf, maybe for a Christmas present for my mum or something. Oh, I shouldn't say that because she's going to watch this video, but oh well. Next up, I'm going to show you a couple of my home finds that I found in Dunelm and the Range. I think we start with Dunelm. So I picked up 2 of these pillowcases actually, but I've already opened one of the packets, so I just brought one down to show you. But I have a pillow very similar to this. Well, I say very similar. It is this pattern in my living room on the sofa. And I saw these pillowcases for like bed linen covers, and all of my bed linen is either pink, green or beige, kind of a mix of all of the above. And my bed is always made up with varying patterns, etc. I just love having different patterns on my bed, but all of my bedding ties in together. It's literally my favorite thing in the whole entire world. So this incorporates all of the above. So I got 2 of these. I originally just picked up 1 packet because I assumed that there was 2 pillowcases in the packet and there was only 1. So I had to go back and get another one, but that's fine. So yeah, very obsessed with this. This is what they look like out. I love them. And then, so this is what I got for the second bedroom, which kind of fits in with the little mirror, but this is the duvet set that I got, and you can see it's gingham, and this is what it looks like when it's out of the set. But I'm very much going for this pastel kind of vibe. It kind of, all of these colours together kind of remind me of like pastel Easter eggs. And I don't know if this is like a good thing or a bad thing, but I loved having the blue in the room upstairs in the spare bedroom. And I originally got some like white and blue pattern curtains, but I just don't think that they really fit the vibe that I'm going for. So I've not really done much with the second bedroom since I've moved in, apart from paint it. And I've got like a bunch of my old bedroom furniture in there. But my sister stays over quite a lot, so I am basically just going to try and do it up for her. And also I want it to be kind of half a crafty room and then half bedroom for my sister when she comes to stay. I'm looking at getting a desk in there and a little office setup. I need it to fit this vibe and be like cozy cottagecore vibe. This honestly stemmed the idea for the whole second bedroom, so very excited. I'm very big on mixing my patterns at the moment, and again, if you'd said that to me 3 years ago, I'd have been like, you're crazy, I would never mix patterns together. But tell me why I think it's the chicest thing ever. I am actually obsessed with mixing patterns, and I feel like no one can stop me now. It's my personality trait at this point. So as it's September now, it's obviously coming into autumn time, so I had to pick up a pumpkin. This is from the Range. It was only $4.99. It's actually a doorstop, but it's not like super heavy. But I just thought this was so cute for autumn time. I have these little crochet pumpkins up here that I got from Etsy last year, and I just thought goes very well with them, you know? And then I usually get a couple of real pumpkins to decorate in the fireplace with. But yeah, I'm very, very excited for the autumn decor. And I was thinking the other day, the fact that I have a sage green living room is actually perfect for any season, because spring and summer I have green and pink in the living room. I love the green and pink vibe. It is me. If I could encapsulate me in a room, it would be my living room, right? However, obviously pink doesn't really fit the autumn vibe. Like, okay, it kind of does, but I want like the deep oranges, the reds, the purples, etc., etc. And I can do that. Like, that goes with everything in my living room when I take away the pink. So I can just take away the pink over autumn and winter. I have the orange, the deeper greens, and like the kind of warmer colours for autumn. So I'm thinking I need a orangey, like coppery, rusty coloured blanket. Maybe I get some autumn pillows so I can just swap things out, you know? And then for winter, I did actually also pick up a red blanket the other day, but I've left it in my car annoyingly. Thank God. My heart stopped for a second there because I didn't think that I had been filming this whole time. We're fine. So I picked up a red blanket the other day because there was one at M&S that I loved last year, but it's out of stock obviously from last year. I couldn't get it last year. I've checked this year, I can't get it. And then I went into B&M the other day and they had one literally exactly the same, but for £15, which is an absolute bargain. I do have a couple of Christmas pillows, either one or two, but I would love to get some deep red pillows for Christmas time. And again, also some deeper orangey coloured ones for autumn. I have also been searching for a deep pink colour cushion for the sofa, but I've not yet found them. So if you know anywhere that I can get a really deep coloured cushion, please let me know. But for now, I think I may go on a search today at work at lunchtime to look for some autumny inspired cushions. I think might be the mission for the day, quite possibly. I've actually got a problem with buying stuff at the moment. It's really quite dangerous. But I just love buying things for my house. Like, I just love it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed going through all of my recent vintage finds with me and all of the new bits as well. I am obsessed with everything that I've gotten, and do let me know if you'd like a video on how I end up using these, styling these. Definitely going to do a video where we organise the seed cupboard together, as well as doing some purchasing for next year's garden. So please stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.